Alright, so here's the color we're going with. That's what it looks like. Candy Pearl Black Raspberry base coat. And it's hard to see here, but it's really a nice color in the sun. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So working on something a little bit different here today. This is a fiberglass body for a 38 Roadster, tube chassis Roadster race car. And I've been doing quite a bit of body work on this thing. I got it about ready to paint, so I might do that within the next day or two. This is actually for my car. I'll show you a picture of that here. But the car's been black for several years. We built the car from the ground up. Been every tube, weld every weld. And some of the aluminum panels were, well, they were bare metal, so I ended up having to paint those, and the body was white, so we put it under a primer. Well, that stayed for a lot of years, more years than it should have. So I have everything ready to shoot. We're going to shoot the black base coat, jet black, and then next is the candy brandy wine. Alright, I got the jet black on here, and I've sanded that down, scuffed it up, and we're ready for our mid coat, which is our color that we're going with, which is the candy black raspberry metallic. I'm done as much as I'm gonna do. I could put more hours into this thing, but boy, it's so time consuming. I hate body work, especially on fiberglass, but it's turned out pretty good so far. It's not perfect. The jet black laid down pretty good. I did have a little bit of orange peel in some areas where it was tight getting down into the corners. The air pressure blowing up, it just made it a little rough, so I cleaned all that up. Got the jet black on there, and it looked really good. You can see where I didn't scuff up, so it was much shinier. So it'll clean up. So where I'm at now is I'm getting ready to wet sand this with 800, and I'm going to tack cloth it, and we're going to shoot it. So stay tuned. The color we're going with, that's what it looks like. Candy Pearl Black Raspberry base coat. And it's hard to see here, but it's really a nice color in the sun. So, got my cups ready, gun set up. Gonna tack this thing, get some color on it. Alright, so here it is. Got some color on it. This is the Candy Pearl Black Raspberry Metallic. It's still in the process right now of curing. But I think overall we have good coverage. Everything's looking pretty good so far. Starting to flow. I'm no painter, so, and doing it with these kind of conditions on a old concrete floor, you try to wet things down. I put plastic down, it gets in the way. But here's where we are so far. Not hateful, but we're ready for some clear. Got that set up.
Especially for painting the barn.
we'll get some clear on this thing.
Air on.
Not yet. Alright, we have the first coat of our color. Starting to flash a little bit, starting to flow out. Got one coat on it. So I don't have the greatest coverage, but still looks pretty good. Again, I'm doing this in a dungeon, guys, so give me a break. And I'm not a painter. But I'm ready to shoot another coat.
Yeah, this is just something you gotta grow balls and say, fuck it, it's time to do it and do it when you get done with the body work.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And it's gonna be that way, so we redo it. But
Right. Which I won't be doing it again.
You just said you're ready to race, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this takes way too long.
it needs some freaking tires put
I
on.
don't have the time.
Needs some tires put on and run down the track.
New colors.
Yeah.
New smokes, new colors coming. And then they did.
This definitely look good. 7-inch bleachers, that's when it's gonna look sweet.
It's gonna be like the last car.
Alright, so second coat of clear is on. It's starting to deepen. And it's getting shiny. So trying to make sure everything's even, avoid a run.
This is the first year we didn't go down. We didn't go the year before because it was raining.
It's a beautiful color. And it'll change in the light and the dark. Now I'm going to put one more coat on it.
That's how I was always taught to. Start at the top and work yourself down.
I'm shooting this at 25 psi. I know it looks like a lot, but I don't have it fanned out. That way I can hit my corners.
You gotta drink a lot of beer. And think about it.
Third coat. This thing is shining. Looking much better.
On this, orange nerve, the 436.
Glad to have this thing finally painted. Clear coat. I'll be ready to cut and buff this thing. Get it back on the car. Everything's still curing. But let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.